Patty Ice, three-time Stanley Cup champion Patrick Kane returned to Chicago with his new team, the Detroit Red Wings, on Chris Chelios night. That's a deep track for those of you that don't follow hockey. And gets the overtime winner, and it was sick. It's interesting to see Daily Sports podcast and video, blah, 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 blah. Patty Ice, man. What a player. What a ball player. Chris Chelios was the former captain of the Blackhawks. He, of course, was traded to the Red Wings. Then Patrick Kane was not traded to the Red Wings. Patrick Kane was traded to the Rangers. And they signed with the Red Wings after being a legend in Chicago for 3 Cup championships. He's got to be a top 10, might be a top 10 Chicago athlete of all time. Certainly top 20. What a moment. What a weekend. A lot of stuff going on. So the first and foremost, I think something we need to discuss is there's going to be a lot of conversation today about court storming, and that's fine. I think it's a really big and important conversation to have. Is it safe? Is it good for people to do this? I think it's dangerous. There's a lot to discuss. However, the most important thing that happened this weekend is that Cam Newton kicked the shit out of 3 people. He was at some sort of event. That's Cam in the hat. Look, the hat is not moving, by the way. Cam kicked the shit out of 3 people. I think they came up to him, and he kicked the shit out of 3 people. Look at him. Look at him. He's just like, dude, I ain't the one. And then look, he's got this guy. This guy's trying to get him off him. Like, here's the thing that NFL players will tell you. Anytime, just as a sidebar, anytime a group of people who are experts in something tell you, hey, this is a certain way, that's a certain way. And there are dudes in the NFL who played offensive line, defensive line, and they're like, hey, Cam is crazy big. He is a crazy freak athlete. He is so big. Look at this guy, Cam Newton, former NFL MVP, former best player in the league for about 18 weeks. He's got this guy. This guy's trying to get him off of this guy, and they're just not. Dude, what an amazing specimen of an athlete. Just what a hero. Unbelievable. Crazy stuff. The other thing that happened on the internet this weekend before we get to actual sports was that in wake of the Jeremy Lin documentary and the people remembering Linsanity, there was a Twitter thread. People were like, hey, do you remember all of the cool runs that people were on? And there really hasn't been one like Linsanity, but there have been a couple one. Caleb Martin in the MVP. Josh Dobbs this year was fun. Everybody talking about Peyton Hillis, the white running back for the Cleveland Browns in 2007-ish. He was on that really sick Arkansas Razorbacks team with Felix Jones and Darren McFadden. People remembering him, how much fun that was. So that was fun. Okay, court storming time. Let's get to court storming. Duke lost to Wake Forest in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and the court was stormed. There's a storm on the court. The Wake Forest kids allegedly hurt Filipowski. Was the guy's name? I don't know. College basketball doesn't happen for me for about another week and a half. So let's watch the court storm. So here comes this guy. Look at the Duke guy in the middle. Does he get hit? It looks like it, but that guy goes flying. Look at the guy go flying. Whoop. Okay, let's go to an alternate angle, shall we? Wait, that's not what I want. Where's the alternate angle? So here's the overhead view.
To make sure these players get off the court safely. Whether
did he trip that guy?
Blockade with your security, so
and he is limping aggressively.
You've got to have
people were like, he's hurt, he's hurt. Everyone's like, they can't have this star player hurt. It's a very similar situation to Caitlin Clark. So if this guy's not actually injured, it will appear to many people like he kind of got ran into a little and that he faked an injury because his ego hurt a lot and they are embarrassed. Here's John Shire, head coach of the Dukies, talking about court storming.
We lost, but look, for me, I'm more concerned about the well-being of our guys. You know, Flip sprains his ankle. When are we going to ban court storming? Like, when are we going to ban that? Like, how many times does a player have to get into something where they get punched or they get pushed or they get taunted, right? Yeah,
it's not going to happen because it's cool. And it's kind of on you to get your guys out of there. The Wake kids did rush early. They did rush early. That did happen. The Wake Forest kids, they're excited. It's a basketball school, man. They don't got a lot else going on. And so they stormed. And I don't blame them because it's fun and they're in college and this is dumb. And I don't know what else to tell you, man. Win the game. Winning the game would have helped. Duke, this is kind of a big upset. Wake Forest, good ball club, but not like that good. You know, they're good. They're not crazy. I have some NFL news, more like NFL rumors. There's this guy named Puck, and he's a journalist, and I don't know if he's good or bad. I think people think he's good. Multiple league sources have told Puck that the NFL is not happy because the college football playoff is going to schedule 2 games on NFL weekend on December 20th and 21st, which I believe are a Saturday and a Sunday. Usually, the NFL gets dates to itself. That's kind of college football and the NFL playing together. Now, however, college football is like, hey, we don't care. It's college football playoff, which is fun. I like that. I think they'll get crushed by the NFL, and I think it's not a great move. But, because for example, like Mizzou, cool story. Ole Miss, great. Love my alma mater. Even somebody like, say, Notre Dame or Alabama, like that's a lot of people, a couple million, for sure. Philly playing Dallas would be like twice that. So they'll get crushed, but people will still watch it. So it just depends. And if you're an organization broadcasting these games, you're just like, there's more for everybody. I don't understand why people think that this football thing is like a limited resource. These spring leagues are the same thing. What if the spring leagues just happened in the spring, in the fall? Football season is played in the fall. Just put it in the fall. People will watch it. I would watch minor league football on a Tuesday. Duh. I don't know why you wouldn't. So I don't know why the NFL shouldn't get all upset about this. This is ridiculous. It's going to be awesome. We are all going to love it. We're all going to watch every single second of it. The Blue Jays have a reliever named Tim Meza, whose punishment for being horrible at fantasy football is to be a bat boy. It is funny. Look at him. His jersey says 4-10, which is his record. What a loser. Fantasy is so hard. It's so hard. The only way to be good at it is to only kind of try. Try it like on... You try for like 20 minutes a week. That's how you're good at fantasy. I swear to you, it's so hard. You can be good at fantasy. It's possible. Want to poop your pants to start your Monday? Watch this angle. Look at this hit. Look at this. Watch this guy right here. Whoop! Oh, buddy, that's scary. Almost killed him. Almost killed him. In NBA news, people are starting to figure out that Luka Doncic doesn't play defense, which has resulted in a bunch of fun TikToks. Something that we can explore later in the week, perhaps. Victor Wembanyama is as good as advertised. So 22 times in NBA history, someone has scored a 5 in all 5 categories of statistics, which is points, how many points you score, how many rebounds you get, how many assists you get, how many blocks you get, how many steals you get. Wembanyama had 5 of all of them. He's going to get a quadruple-double. Last quadruple-double was in like 94. I think he'll get a quadruple-double. I think he had a triple-double this year with blocks. Assists, usually you can get 10 if you're good or have a good team. He does not. Which it sucks to suck, man. That's just how it goes. Poor Victor. They'll be good, though. They'll be good. Man. March Madness settling in. The NBA and NHL playoffs are heating up. And Russell Wilson looking for a new team. NFL free agency is on the way. Just can't get over Cam Newton kicking those guys' asses. Check this out. ACC head coaches who happen to be black. ESPN getting roasted for this. This is the graphic they actually played. This is uncomfortable for everyone, right? Just really weird way to word this. I don't know. All right, back and better than ever tomorrow.